Do you ever struggle with completing important tasks? Do you ever wonder why you just can't seem to get a grasp on work-life balance? Well, don't worry. You're not alone.
In the next few minutes, you'll learn what a power hour is and why you need it to get through the hardest tasks, a simple trick to combat burnout and not feel exhausted by the end of the busy week.
Let's do this. Hi, we're Devin and Kendra, also known as
Dendra.
We host an annual productivity conference called ProductivityCon. We run an online business together, 2 online brands, and you guessed it,
a YouTube channel. We're going to share what's working behind the scenes for us in our business and life. And you're in for a treat too, because we have totally different productivity styles. So no matter if you're a planner or you like to go with the flow, we'll have a great hack for you to test right away.
All right, I gotta know, where are my calendar junkies in the house? Who else lives and dies by their calendar? If that's you, pop a quick thumbs up in the comments below so I know where you're at. Do you ever get to the end of your week and you feel like your brain is totally roasted? You know, totally freaking burned out? If so, this next hack is for you. Hack number 1 is color code your calendar. For an example here, I'll show you my screen and you can see a sample of what the color coding on my calendar looks like. I've chosen a few simple colors: blue for business, green for self-care and fitness, and pink for my personal time. Each week when I plan out my schedule, I can see how much work, personal, and health time are on my calendar. If you plan proactively, you can also adjust to add in what you need. So for example, after I do my weekly planning, I see if our work schedule is totally bonkers and it's a spicy meatball up in there. There's a ton of blue. I know we're gonna need some recovery time to take care of ourselves physically. A few ideas on some things you might color code for your calendar is your work or your business, your kids' activities, your fitness, your family time. But one recommendation is keep it simple though. Choose 2 or 3 colors to start with so color coding is not overwhelming. And if you're using something like Google Calendar, just do a quick Google search on how to change your calendar colors. The setup is really super simple, and if you're more of a planner, a paper planner kind of person, you can use highlighters or pens to color code. Color coding your calendar is really powerful because you can instantly see what your work-life balance looks like and adjust your week as needed.
Do you ever wish you could approach the hardest tasks on your list without getting slowed down or discouraged? I know that most mornings I sit down in front of my computer ready to work, but have to push the brew button on my coffee machine quite a few times before the work starts. What is it they put in those mugs?
Like no coffee, no worky.
The secret I've found to creating hyper-focus and getting through the hardest tasks on my list is by using something I like to call hack number 2, power hours. Power hours are hour-long jam sessions where you'll define a short but powerful set of tasks that you otherwise dread doing and smash into one small time block. Throughout the hour, you stay hyper-focused on the task since you'll rate yourself on focus, task selection, and task completion at the end. Here's the anatomy of a power hour and how you'll get started. First, you'll select 2 to 3 large tasks to complete within that hour and write them down. It may be tempting to start with more or throw in a bunch of small ones, but the key is to think through your 20-minute tasks. For example, we run a marketing agency, so my tasks are larger, like creating an email automation or building a website landing page. When I have those types of tasks, I only select one, and trust me, if I do more than that, Kendra's on my butt right away. Then I set a timer on my phone and computer for that hour. Do not focus on anything else during that time because that will affect your score. I like to have a countdown timer that you can find online through app stores that show your remaining time. It helps keep the adrenaline flowing, and I'll usually blast through the last few tasks with a high amount of energy with that visual aid because it'll be like that last 10 minutes and then I'll get most of the work done there. At the end of the hour, you will rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 5 for each: focus, your task selection, and task completion. A scale of all 5s, just like judges would judge on a competition, is a perfect score. If you rate less than 5, then you know whether you need to work on your focus, your task selection, or your task completion. If you failed to complete all the tasks in your power hour but picked appropriately difficult tasks, you might rate yourself high in all areas except for task completion. Since you are focused but need to scale down the size of your tasks in the future, which is something that actually happens to me a lot. I schedule power hours based on the time of day that's most productive for you. For me, it's 10 in the morning. And to play off of what Kendra just shared, you can use one of those colors or categories from your calendar to assign power hours, which we do on a repeating basis. In another video, I talk extensively about techniques that procrastinators can use to harness their energy, as well as understanding why procrastination creeps up in all of our lives. Right there. Schedule your first power hour right away, and don't forget to select only a few tasks first and stay focused.
You just saw our best hacks on what's working right now in productivity. We want to know what's working for you. So drop us a quick comment in the comments below. Tell us what productivity hack is working for you in your life or your business. And if you dig this video, know that we put a lot of time, attention, effort, and coffee into every video we release. The best way to pay us back is simply to just like, subscribe, and share the video on social media or with a friend. This kind of tells YouTube like, hey, Dendra's videos don't suck. And it turns out that's apparently really important.
We appreciate you took the time to watch, and any thoughts, comments, or emojis you leave in the comments along the way for us.
We love you!